welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. They're on the Texans sideline. Look at their head coach, D'Amico Ryans. These guys coming in refreshed after that early season bye. On the opposite side, that's Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Happy you could join us. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Kicker Kaimi Fairbairn just about set. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Yeah, bringing them out to one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean.
The Texans close it in, and they will get him! And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Trying again, following the sack. He's going deep this time. Big gain downfield. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
And the Seahawks, first down.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time to go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
Walker on first down. And he only needed one more step for the score. They stop him at the 2. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Going after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Here's Chubb on second down. You won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud now on third. He's got it. Complete to Collins. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
Texans.
Chubb running out of the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Going on third down, Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Houston.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He's running with it.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll get this to Cobb. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Give up the gut to Walker. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Jukes one defender. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
From the gun, Donald. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 47-yard line.
Another try following the sack. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 29. And that's good for another Seahawks.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
With a quick pass out wide. And he's brought down at the line.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Walker trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This from 35 yards away. Myers' kick is good. Now we'll see the medical team head out to the Seahawks. Have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Go left side, caught by Bryant. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27. This is complete to Schultz. Short pickup to their own 31. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He's got it at the 30. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Fullback trying to power it across. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Joe will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. Escapes the puck, and he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. C.J. Stroud the touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
14. Seahawks
all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Texans. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walker run. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball to make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7.
To throw, here's Darnold. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake, Darnold. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. Oh, he loses the football. And the Texans have recovered it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And we'll see if the perfect start can... While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Now Darnold. Barner with the grab. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing here, Darnold. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
And again, it's Darnold. It's Cup, Barner. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. He keeps it himself. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He's got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up for the 1st and goal.
Seahawks, first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Walker can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. 2nd second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Walker again. And this time he gets in for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Texans to win their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And among all the team's pass catchers, partner, he has been one of the brightest spots in this opening half. I mean, I think we agree he's outshined several of their receivers and tight ends that we're used to seeing be the guys to get those targets. Grab to throw on first down. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Offense set for a first and 10. To the air, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First down, Texans.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They run it from the gun with Chubb. Ooh, he made moves to that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
From the gun, Stroud. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And that tech may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
That's caught for the first. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll come up first and 10.
First down, Houston.
Here's Chubb up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a second quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks, 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Houston.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. And the number of times he's been targeted has led to some serious results. He's currently top 5 in the NFL in receptions. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. He won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
That's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Donald. Oh, he's going to run for it. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Running is Walker. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense.
A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, Darnold. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first. Moves later downs to approach here from the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Walker running to the right. He's out of bounds to bring up 2nd down, as well as our 2-minute warning. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Now run. First gives to Zach Charbonnet. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Darnold to throw. He brings it in. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first.
Seahawks first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And he could have a free play here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Offside, defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3.
Texans pulling
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completes a chip. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. They go play action with Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
It's a gain of 10. And the Texans...
1st down, Stroud. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup.
Again, Stroud.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Gain of 17 yards.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. To the left side, caught by Bryant. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Stroud again. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half.
3rd down.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This a 52-yard attempt from the left half. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's just going to get rid of this one, so that is how our half will end. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Glendale, the Cardinals at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And as Mike Tirico says, it's the most poetic of combinations, love to Romeo. Romeo Dobbs. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos hosting the New York Giants. And this is Troy Franklin. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Broncos hold on and get the job done. They win in overtime. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it. All even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it, the players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer.
And it's 3rd down.
Stroud now on 3rd. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a pickup of 11, and it sets up a Houston first. Shotgun now, first round. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. First round off the play fake. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. Third down, 1 yard to go. On play action, here's Stroud. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
You know, third and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Seahawks are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, Darnold. Into the hands of Fulton, complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Darnold, first and 10. That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. With a gun, here's Darnold. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by it.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Barrios now to return it. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. And off to Chubb to start the drive. He's got a gain of 6 there. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. Chubb again on second down. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Gain of 6. And the Texans first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Third down from the gun. Stroud. The left side, caught by Higgins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Texans.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Stroud.
It's now second and 6.
It is cut left side. And he's not going to get the first. Made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Stroud on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a third down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
2-yard attempt.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Walker on first down. They'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Toss play. This is Walker. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
They kick the running back in motion. From the gun, Darnold. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. A gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up third and 2.
Here's Darnold. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Solid run in here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
Down by Chris Jones. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He tries to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. They give inside to Chubb. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down, Houston.
Again, it's Chubb. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Finds the in route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
And the Texans first down.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. New set of downs for him at the 38. Joe here on first down. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Staying on the ground here with Joe. And second down only works out for a yard.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard
Over the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Stroud. Again, he connects with Collins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Texans.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. There's a counter give to Chubb. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Looking for a target. Low left side, caught by Bryant. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
First and goal, Houston.
From the pistol, give to Pierce. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
Seahawks, 30.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just serves it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like we must.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for second down.
Best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Trying again, following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. Drive entire straights. It's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd.
Darnold looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for first down. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They go play action with Stroud. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
First down, Houston.
They'll run. This is Chubb. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
From the 48. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Chubb up the middle. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing from his own end zone. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Seahawks. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. Rolling up the middle, none outside either block, so give him just 2 yards on that carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 8. He's Marley won't risk something here, just chucks it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
And 8 yards to go.
Looking to throw. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
32 yards. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Now Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So that brings up 2nd down. And again, it's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He completes it in traffic. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks trail by a field goal. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. From the 19. Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a 1-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
12 yards. And that's good for another Seahawks.
Setting up to pass. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. And off to Walker from the gun. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The intended target there was Torrey Horton. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball. It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Barrios now to return it. Takes out a one-stop. This makes it up to the 25. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here he is to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nearing the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Give Kirk another one. And they make the tackle at the 38. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down. Conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. From the gun, Stroud. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. That's going to be taken in at the 8. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. First throw of overtime now. Finds Cup again. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stretch. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yep, and that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. 1st and 10, Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They bring their tight end left. From the gun, Darnold. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. I think power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Darnold. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead in this game. You know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. He's brought down just inside the 25. Now we get a look at this Texans offense.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. All right, so far so good, partner. Taking advantage of the change to respond here in overtime. We all know that was reserved only for the playoffs previously, but now an opportunity teams get in regular season games too.
Yeah, I think we both love this because really it keeps teams from blaming a coin flip anymore. Even if some of the anger in the past was justified now you just look in the mirror and know it's all upon you to deliver.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Houston.
All right, partner, well, I know they're not going to look ahead down there just yet, but let's you and I do that. In the red zone, they need the touchdown first, obviously, but after that, they're going to have a decision, right? Do you kick to tie and give the football back? Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes second and 22. Trying again, following the sack. It's dumped off to Chubb. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down.
15 yards. But it's now
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down. This is it, Brock. Make or break right here. Overtime rules gave them a chance to go touchdown for touchdown. But if they don't come through on this fourth down, they have wasted that chance.
And there's humans down there. They're not robots. They know exactly what these circumstances are, but this is also, Kate, where you tell yourself, just do your job. Just do it.
He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.